Hello everybody, Happy New Year, or if you're not watching this in January then Happy Year, I guess. So today I've got quite an exciting video for you guys, at least I think it's exciting, so enjoy it. And I'm going to be showing off my board game collection. Now when I was getting this ready, I thought I had a lot more board games than I actually do, because I think when my husband and I moved to this new place we had to downsize quite a lot. And both of us got rid of a few games. We've still got a fairly sizable collection, not huge by any counts, but enough to have fun. So I just wanted to share that with you guys today. We'll get stuck in. So I'm starting off with the smaller ones, and the first one is Harry Potter Trivial Pursuit. So this is essentially like the regular Trivial Pursuit in that you answer questions based on the roll of the die, but all the questions are Harry Potter based. So we've got the standard Trivial Pursuit die with all the different colours. Now, straight off the bat, when my husband and I tried to play this, we encountered a problem in that both of us are huge Harry Potter nerds and we knew basically all of the answers. So rolling the die and answering only one was pretty much pointless. Also in Trivial Pursuit, if you get one right, you kind of get to answer the next question, which meant whoever started just won straight off the bat. So we kind of had to change the rules a bit to make it a game, really. We still wanted to incorporate the dice. So what we did is, instead of answering the question based on the colour you land, that is the one colour on the cards that you don't answer. So each card has 6 questions on it, and then so you'd have to answer 5 out of the 6 based on the ones you didn't get. So on this one, for example, we've got, let's see, we've got what is the spell used to create water, which Harry attempts to use in the Horcrux cave, so that would be Agumenti. What types of sweets does Bertie Bott make? Should be every flavour of beans, jelly beans. Which Weasley twin has his ear cursed off by Death Eaters when transporting Harry to the Burrow? George. So yeah, just basically, it was very easy for us. So we changed it so we take it in turns, and really we answer 5 out of the 6 questions. I mean, it generally pretty much gets to sudden death, just both of us answering questions, but to be honest, we love Harry Potter so much that just answering questions correctly, consistently, is fun for us, and it's not really a fault of the game by any stretch of the imagination. It's not that the questions are too easy, it's more like my husband and I need to get a life and know less about Harry Potter. But yeah, it's a good fun game. Love Harry Potter, love delving back into that world, so Harry Potter Trivial Pursuit is always good fun for a bit of time in the evening. On the Harry Potter trend, I've also got Harry Potter Double, which I got as a birthday present this year. Now, this is a really cool game that's kind of similar to Snap, but honestly, I don't even want to think about the maths that goes into this, because basically you have all these cards, and on any 2 cards there will be one picture that matches the others. So this one is Forks. So you've got Forks there on this one, and you've got Forks there smaller on this one. So the sizes of the items differ between the things, which makes it kind of harder to do, but it's great fun and it's insane to me. So you've got this, hang on, let me get the whole pile out for you so you can see the level of maths that would have needed to go into this thing. So you've got this thick pile of cards, all different and stuff, and on each one only one symbol will match, and this is the Harry Potter version, so they're all Harry Potter based things. So you've got Voldemort, you've got Norbert the Dragon, you've got the Hogwarts crest, Mandrake, stuff like that. And they do a regular version as well, which just has, I think, just random items. But yeah, this Harry Potter version is really fun, really cute little game, great way to spend 10-15 minutes at a time if you want to get a board game in but you don't want to dedicate an hour or 2 for longer games. So Double is really good fun. So this next one I'm going to talk about, this is Munchkin Zombies. Now, I first played the game Munchkin in, I want to say either 2012 or either late 2012 or early 2013, and it was at the Game Society at my university, Royal Holloway, represent. So we played Munchkin there, and it was the most fun game I had ever played at the time. Honestly, I can't really remember the rules. I just remember that it was in the rules that you were allowed to cheat as long as you didn't get caught, which me, as someone with a very competitive edge, I loved that, because I'm not gonna lie to you, if I think I can get away with cheating in a game, I probably will. I feel guilty about it, so I try not to. I try to deliberately distance myself, so when I play Monopoly I will not volunteer to be the banker, because I know if I'm banker I'm going to be stealing money. So in Munchkin though, because it's allowed, it's game changer, I don't have to feel guilty. And this one, Munchkin Zombies, I bought at the first MCM comic convention I ever went to, which was in October 2013, I want to say. Hang on. No, I think it was either May 2014 or October 2014. That was my first MCM. But yeah, I bought this there because they had I was also in a society called Humans vs Zombies at the university, which was. I'll talk about that in another video at some point actually, because I want to tell you guys about Humans vs Zombies because it was like the hugest part of my university thing. But anyway, I saw this and I was like, oh, this is the board game I love, and I love zombies, so I'm gonna get this. And I have literally never played this, and I know it's such a good game. Like, you've got really cool cards on the back. It's got cute art style. I vaguely remember the game style being really cool and really interactive with other players and everything. The problem was I just never had an opportunity where I could play it. Like, I'm not the most social of people. Like, I have friends and stuff, but I don't tend to have friends around very much, and realistically with this, you're not going to have much fun unless there's at least 3 or 4 of you, and it's usually just me and my husband, so still haven't had the chance to play this, but I will one day. I believe it, and I really can't wait, because honestly I think it's going to be amazing. Now, this Penguin Brawl is my current favourite game. So, the story behind this one, I have terrible bedtimes. I literally cannot go to sleep on a normal level for normal people. I was browsing Facebook at 2 AM and I came across this advert for a game for Penguin Brawl. Now, at 2 AM I have very little inhibition, so I was like, oh, game, I want that. So I clicked on the link and they were doing like a little deal because they needed to, it was like in pre-release, so they wanted to get more money so they could actually release the game. So I thought, you know what, let's do this. Honestly, I thought the game was going to be bigger based on the picture, so when it came I was like, oh, this is tiny, and I was a little disappointed, but tiny box, fantastic amount of fun. So essentially, I've only ever played the 2-player game. I know you can play, I want to say up to 6 players? I think it says on the box somewhere. It doesn't, never mind. I think it's 6 players, but anyway. So you've got 2 types of cards. You've got action cards and penguin cards, and the art on these is like the cutest thing. So you've got like little penguins, and each one has different effects, and essentially the aim of the game is to like build a little army of penguins with different powers and different abilities, and you want to take out your opponent's penguin army and get, I think it's 5 points to win the game. And it is so much fun. The games aren't too long, they last, depending on how like the talent different, not talent really, it's kind of luck, kind of skill, but depending on the difference between the 2 players, the games tend to last between say 15 and 25 minutes. So much fun, really good game, very unique game, and penguins are my favourite animals. I absolutely love this, would definitely recommend. But yeah, I got it on pre-release, so this is another one of the cards I got as a special reward for being on the pre-release, kept in beta. There's a few cards in there. But yeah, it's great fun to play, really good action card game, really quick. And because I got it on pre-release, they also gave me a sort of sneak preview of their upcoming game called Find the Pickle, which I believe is out now. The studio that makes these, by the way, is Team Custard Kraken. And basically it's just these really low quality printed cards for the thing, and I just love that. I love that they I haven't got the full game ready yet, but here's a really cheap, easy way to preview our game, which I haven't actually played yet. But yeah, they've got these different cards, and I mean, it's called Find the Pickle, which seems pretty self-explanatory, but I don't know, let's see, how to play. I don't know, I'd have to learn it more in detail, but essentially, I just love that they included a little sneak preview of the game for free in there with the real thing. Now, you'll see why I am so keen on bootleg style copies, because this next game is a game called The Resistance. Now, as you can see, this is not the actual The Resistance. So it's a game I played again at the Game Society at university, and it was a game I really enjoyed. It does better when you've got more people on the game, so you can either play with 8 players, or what's the other number of players you can have? Oh, I can't remember. I think you can play 6 to 8 players for this, but yes. So essentially the game is, some players will be good guys and some will be bad guys, but you will not know who is who, and on each round a certain number of players will be picked to go on a mission. And it rotates who chooses who goes on the mission each time, and players can veto if a majority says no, we don't want that person being the leader, then it switches to the next person, and so on. But essentially each player who goes to take part in that mission has a card, and they can either put pass or fail, and the mission will need a certain amount of passes to go through. And essentially the aim of the game is to, well, for the players that have the good guy cards, they want to get 3 passes. The players that have the bad guy card want to get 3 fails, and there's 5 missions in total. But to pass the final mission, you would need all of the good guys on the final mission, so you need to kind of work out who the bad guys are based on which missions passed and which missions failed and who was taking part in which mission. So it's a lot of skill involved. However, the main game was, I think, £18, and there were very little elements to it, and me being a crafty and broke student was like, I can make this. So with 2 pieces of card and a bit of gold metallic Sharpie, I just made my own version. So got all the different pieces and bits and pieces in there. Hang on, let me see if I can find my beautiful pictures of the guns. Where are my guns? Where are my guns? I want to find my guns. Ah, is this a gun? What is this? Yes, here's my beautiful gun. Isn't this well designed? Top quality right there, as you can see. But yeah, it is a fun game. Haven't played it in a long time. See, I haven't played loads of games since leaving uni because I don't have anyone to play with anymore. So, like, I need to get myself new gaming friends. Anyway, on to the next one. Boss Monster, level 2. So I played Boss Monster again, the regular one. I think I played that with friends rather than at Game Society. See, I did have friends once upon a time. But yeah, anyway, my husband bought this one from Forbidden Planet in London, I believe. I'm pretty sure it was there, because I remember we played it at the Hard Rock Cafe in London on the day he bought it, so I can't think where else he would have bought it from, because we love the Forbidden Planet in London. So anyway, we've only played this one. We played it mainly 2 players. I think we played it 3 players once. But essentially, the purpose of this game is to build dungeons, and you do this. You have certain cards, and each one has different powers, and it has like a different number of like health that you get from it. So hang on. So basically, and then a hero. Which is kind of the enemies in this game. They have to go through your dungeon, and you have to, if they have more health than you're done. So these essentially are health bars, and all the rooms together, you want that to be more health than the hero has, so that he dies. And each room will have different powers, and the aim of the game is essentially to collect as many heroes that have died in your dungeon as possible. But if a certain amount make it through, then you lose. But other players can play like spells to make your dungeon less effective or their dungeon more effective, so it works like that. Honestly, it is really good fun. Again, it's quite a quick game. These ones tend to last between 20 and 35 minutes depending on the number of players and how well the players do in the game. But yeah, essentially it's just a really fun dungeon building game. Would strongly recommend. It's $24.95 in US dollars. So you can probably pick it up for, I would guess, about £20 in the UK if you're buying it brand new. You could probably find it on eBay a bit cheaper. But, I mean, despite the kind of pixelated animation on the box, the actual animation on the card... I keep saying animation, I mean art. Despite the pixelated art on the front, it's quite... The detail on the card, I'll show you again, is quite decent. Like, it's pixelated style, but I think it looks really cool. So, each room has, like, certain details and stuff. Not sure why they're sewn the wrong way up. I'm going to take a wild guess that my husband shuffled incorrectly, just because with my OCD I don't think I would have shuffled them the wrong way around. But I'll sort that out later, that's bothering me now. But anyway, yes, I'll strongly recommend that one. Now, this is one of the longer games. So this is Unlock Escape Adventures. Now, one thing that I've discovered in the past couple of years is escape rooms, and I just love them. I'm trying to think how many I've done now. I want to say 6? It's either 6 or 7, I think, that I've done now in real life. But I just absolutely love them. So on my honeymoon with Matt, we did an escape room in Napoli, in Italy. And despite the fact that it was in a different language, most of the clues were pretty solvable. So we did that one, and we passed it. We've passed every single one we have ever done. And that's like a huge point of pride for us, especially because a couple of times it's been so close to the edge. We've been terrified we haven't made it. Like, the last one, I think we had like 50 seconds or something ridiculous. Because essentially, with an escape room, you have 1 hour to escape, and you have to follow clues and codes in the room to unlock certain keys to get through to the next room, to get through to the next, with the ultimate goal of being escaping. And certain escape rooms will have like additional tasks, like you have to solve a mystery, or you have to locate a certain object or something. I'll probably do another video on escape rooms actually, because I really love escape rooms. But anyway, so this one we picked up at MCM, I want to say 2017. So we like comic conventions, and I saw this and I haggled the guy down a little bit because I think he was asking 25, so I think I got it for 20 in the end, because that was all I had left on me in cash, and I did not... Trying to get out money at an ATM at a convention, just don't do it. Like, the queues are ridiculous, there's never any money left in them by the end of the day, just... It's not worth it. If you go into a convention, choose how much money you want to spend there, take that much cash with you, do not budge. It's not worth it, trust me. So this essentially has 3 games within it, of I think 2 are medium difficulty and 1's hard difficulty, but each one it relates to an app on your phone you have to download, and you can like input codes, and because certain cards will be for machines which have to be solved on the phone. There are codes which you can put into the phone. It will tell you if you're correct and which card to draw if they are, because you have a deck of cards. Hang on, I will show you guys. It's kind of a good thing we don't have more video games. This would take forever otherwise. But so you have a deck of cards, and each one on the back has a different number on the cards, and so when you turn over the starting card it will tell you like a certain number to do. So this one's a bit sneaky because the whole room was dark, but if you look very closely, hang on, not sure it's showing, but there's a J on it, so you looked for the card J, which would then tell you which cards to turn over, and then based on that you work out which cards can go together, and then that will tell you which number is the next one to draw. And essentially you have an hour, which is on the timer on the app on your phone, and you just have to solve the clue on the cards and solve the mystery in the game. And it's kind of a way of having an escape room in your own living room, and it's been really fun. We've done 2 of the mysteries so far because we're trying to spread them out, because once you've done them you can't really do them again. So what I'm planning to do is, once I finish this one, see if I can find anyone local who's got one of the other ones in the series to just swap with, because yeah, like, you can only really do a mystery once because then you know the answers and you know the clues to solve it, so you lose the fun of it. But yeah, I really enjoy it, and I've got this as a present very recently, which is an exit escape, and it is Dead Man on the Orient Express. We haven't had a chance to play this one yet, but again, this is another escape from one. The exit escape games are one-use ones, but again, they sound fun. I bet there are probably groups on Facebook to like trade them, which I'll probably have to look into. But yeah, I love escape room games, and I love those. Getting down to nearly the end now. So this game is called Looney Quest, and again, I got this as a present which I requested. And it is the most unique concept I've ever seen for a board game, because it essentially is like a platformer video game in the style of it. So what it is, you each have a little character which you can sort of track their movement around the point system, and you have a card which has an image of like almost like a level from a video game. It's got like different monsters that you can defeat and different coins that you collect. And what it is, they put that in the centre. Everyone has a whiteboard pen and something to lean on, and then this like clear square sheet that you can draw on with the whiteboard pen. And the idea is you get to look at the board for a little time, and then turn a timer on. You have 30 seconds to draw a line based on like looking at the picture and trying to work out where the start point was. If you lay your clear square exactly over the square of the level, you need to draw a line to collect all the coins and avoid all the enemies, and you get points for each coin you collect, and you lose points for each enemy that you hit. And there are sometimes secret levels within the thing, so if you find, I think it's like a little pixie thing, so if you find one of those and you manage to draw a line through that, you get to do a bonus level to get extra points. And honestly, it's just hilarious. And also you can earn like power-ups and stuff, so it might be, I can't remember what they are. I'm trying to remember what any of the power-ups are. It's been a while since I've played this. Again, since leaving uni, I've had so little chance to play board games. But anyway, there's power-ups. I know the power-ups that make it harder for other people. So you can like have one where they have to close one eye, they have to use their non-dominant hand, I think it is. They've got to like balance a token on their pen, and if it falls off, they have to stop. But yeah, it's things like that, and you just essentially got to draw your line to make it through the level, and then once the 30 seconds are up, you layer your clear sheet over the main one to see where your line would have got to, and it is so much fun. It's really funny, it's really exciting, and it's just such a unique, different thing. So I've also got like the real life version of DLC. I've completely forgotten what the actual word is. Expansion. Got the expansion for that, which again, haven't had a chance to play yet, but I'm really excited to. So this is like the Lost City, this is like a pirate themed expansion, and yeah, I really want to play Looney Quest again soon, because it is so much fun. And finally, the pièce de résistance, The Walking Dead, the board game. So the idea is, Again, I've played this one once, I think, in the old house with my husband, because it's 1 to 4 players, but I feel like most board games aren't that much fun with 1 player. But it was fun with 2 players. So essentially, your job is as the survivors, and you've got to avoid the zombies and try to live as long as possible. And there's like 4 different sections, and you can choose which defences set up in which sections and how many players to have in each section, and you get like weapons and you can choose what you do with your weapons. But it's a really intense game because the zombies get more and more and more each round. If I recall correctly, I think it lasts about 45 minutes roughly, the game. But yeah, it was a super fun game. Of the games, like I said, my current favourite is Penguin Brawl, but I feel like if I had the chance to play Looney Quest like soon, that would probably just take the top spot again for my favourite game. But yeah, I hope this video has been fun for you guys. It's been something a bit different. I really love sort of sharing snippets of my life with you guys, and I really enjoy board games, so being able to show you guys the games that I enjoy and share that with you has been really fun for me. So hope you've enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments what your favourite board games are, and I'll definitely try and check them out if I get the chance to, because I want to try and start playing board games more often. I'm going to try and look in my area, see if I can find someone to play them with, which is the biggest issue at the moment. But yeah, do let me know. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.